What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video. This is my first review. This is an unboxing of my Glock 45 MOS chambered in 9mm. Gonna get right into it. See the typical hard plastic case that all Glocks come in. I'm gonna go pop it open. Go ahead and pop it open. Like I said, this is the MOS version. So first thing you notice is these plates that come with it. The slide on this gun is already pre-cut for mounting optics. So that's what these plates are for. They come in the different footprints depending on which optic you choose to mount on the gun. You pick one of these plates and mount your optic. The slide is already, like I said, pre-cut to accept the optic. Also comes with this tool and these screws. I'm still researching optics. I am gonna add an optic to this gun. I just haven't decided on which one. I don't want to go too expensive, but at the same time I don't want to go cheap with something I'm gonna be trusting my life to. I did buy this gun to be my nightstand gun. This is my secondary home defense firearm. My primary home defense firearm is an AR-9, which also accepts Glock magazines, which is a big reason why I chose this gun. I'm actually switching my home defense, self-defense setup over to 9mm. I've always been a 45 or 40 caliber type of guy, but I'm starting to come around to the 9mm. I like the idea of the increased capacity, and since I have an AR-9, I thought it'd be a good idea to have a setup where my primary and my secondary home defense firearm not only use the same caliber, but accepted the same magazines. So that's why I chose this gun. What you'll see when you open it also, get some back straps. The back straps on this gun are interchangeable. These are two beaver tail back straps. Also comes with a little tool and a post for mounting them. I will be adding one of these. I just haven't gotten around to it. This is not technically an unboxing. I've had this gun for probably about a little bit over a month now. I've actually already taken it out to the range and put about 250 rounds through it. But the gun is still stock, exactly the way it comes from Glock. I haven't done anything to it, but I will be adding one of these beaver tail back straps. I'm just not sure which one yet. I haven't messed around with them yet. I'm not really worried about them adding a little bit of length to the gun because, like I said, I bought this as a nightstand gun. This is not a gun that I plan to carry. I probably will. This gun will probably remain in my home most of the time. This gun, like I said, will be my secondary home defense firearm. But it will be within arm's reach. Probably it'll be in a secure location within arm's reach of me when I'm sleeping, just in case somebody gets in my room and gets in there before I can get to my primary home defense firearm, which will be also in another secure location. I have to take these measures because I have a young child running around, and just leaving a gun on my nightstand or in my nightstand in the drawer unsecured is not an option anymore, and I can't just keep the AR-9 under the bed or in the corner while I'm sleeping. It has to be locked up. So that's why I have a pistol and the AR-9 as my home defense setup. So getting back into what you see when you open this box, you get your lock, which all firearms come with nowadays. This is just an added safety measure. A lot of people use them. I personally don't. You get your cleaning brush and your cleaning rod, which all Glocks come with. Also, you get your instruction manual / safety information. Also, all Glocks come with this. This gun comes with 3 magazines, one of which is already in the gun. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to drop that. This gun is not loaded, by the way. See, the magazine is empty. Also, let's safety check the gun. See, there's nothing in the gun. The gun is empty. I'm going to point it in a safe direction. Pull the trigger. This gun is clear. So, like I said, this gun comes with 3 magazines. Now, the funny thing about this is the Glock 45 is actually a hybrid between the Glock 19 and the Glock 17. You get the full-size Glock 17 frame and grip, and you get the Glock 19 slide, which the 19 is a compact gun. The cool thing about that is that because you have the 17 size grip, you also get increased magazine capacity over the Glock 19. The Glock 19 is a 15 plus 1 round capacity gun. The Glock 17 is 17 plus 1 rounds. So that's what a lot of people like about it. And also a lot of people just like the longer grip with the shorter slide. They say it causes the gun to balance better when you're shooting and helps deal with recoil. I've shot it. I don't notice a significant difference, but it is a nice shooting gun. I do like this gun. This is my first ever Glock chambered in 9mm, and like I said, because I'm just coming around to the 9mm round. So getting back to these magazines, it comes with 3 magazines and a speed loader, which the speed loader is another thing that all Glocks come with. The funny thing about these magazines is this is a double stack Glock, 17 plus 1 capacity. But these are 10 round magazines because I live in the great state of Maryland, and Maryland is one of those states that has a magazine capacity limit of 10 rounds or less. So what you have is 10 round magazines for a double stack Glock. I find that funny, but that's the law and we have to follow it. Now, fortunately, in Maryland, you are able to possess magazines of higher than 10 round capacity. You just can't buy them or sell them in the state of Maryland. So Maryland borders Pennsylvania and Virginia, and it's perfectly legal for you to drive across state lines, purchase magazines of higher than 10 round capacity, and drive back across state lines and bring them back into Maryland, and it's legal to possess them in Maryland. You just cannot buy them in Maryland. Yeah, that sounds stupid, but once again, that's the law. And you can even order them through the mail and have them shipped to an address outside of Maryland. And once again, it's perfectly legal for you to drive across state lines, pick them up, and bring them into Maryland. You just can't buy them, sell them, or take possession of them in Maryland. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But, moving on, I have already purchased some of the 17 round magazines that this gun is supposed to come with. I already have them, which is why these magazines are not loaded. I just have these magazines in a box for the sake of this video to show how the gun comes if you purchase it in a state like Maryland with the magazine capacity limit. But I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I might use them to maybe prop up an old wobbly table or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with 10 round magazines for a gun that holds 17 plus 1. But I guess I'll keep them around. You can never have too many magazines, but I'll probably never shoot these things. So let's put them to the side and get to the pistol. Now, like I said, this is the Glock 45 chambered in 9mm. A lot of people probably already know the Glock 45 is an upgraded version of a gun that Glock released not too long ago called the 19X. The 19X was the gun that they submitted for the trial to become the Army's next sidearm. That gun lost to the SIG. And from what I understand or from what I've heard, the only reason why the Glock lost to the SIG was because SIG was able to save the Army some money when it came to producing the handguns. I forget how many million they were able to save. Somebody can, look that up and leave it in the comments. I can't tell you specifically how much money they were able to save, but even though the Glock lost the trial, Glock decided to still release the handgun to the public, and the public really liked the handgun, and also law enforcement really liked it. But law enforcement wanted a version of the gun in all black, which is why we have the 45. The 45 is basically the 19X in all black with a few small changes, which we'll get into. Um, the most noticeable change off the top, I believe, is the color. The 19X came in tan, bronze color. Um, it only came in one color, which a lot of people liked, but law enforcement didn't like it. I actually want that gun just because of the looks. I'm just not at the point where I want to buy a gun just because of how it looks. But the 19X, if you've ever seen it, held it, it's a very attractive firearm. Right now, I'm just more so into buying guns for utility and not looks. But never. I may end up just getting a 19X just for the hell of it one day. But right now, I'm not at that point. But so, like I said, the Glock 45 is basically the 19X in all black. Another big difference is that the 19X had this lip right here at the edge of the grip, and it was there, I believe, to give the soldiers some extra, extra grip area, better grip on the gun. But what that grip did was protrude down here, and it prevented the 19X from being able to accept Gen 5 Glock magazines, because as you can see, Gen 5 Glock magazines also have a lip in the front. So when you try to insert a Gen 5 Glock magazine into the 19X, what would happen is this lip would get hung up on the lip that was on the grip, and the magazine would not seat properly. It would, a lot of people say it would feel like it was in, but when you go to shoot it, it wouldn't shoot. So they took the lip off for the 45. Also, the 19X had this little lanyard loop right here for the Army to attach a lanyard to their gun. They removed that for the 45. Also, when you move up to the slide, you see the 45 has these front cocking serrations, which Glock added for the Gen 5 models. The Glock 19X did not have those. Those come in handy for people who like to do what you call a press check, or some people like to cock their slide from the front. I personally cock my slide from the back. They don't really make a difference to me, but a lot of people were really adamant about wanting Glock to add these front cocking serrations, and they listened to them. Also, the 19X came with better sights. I believe they were night sights. This gun comes with the typical Glock plastic sights. Let's see if you can see the, what do they call it? The dot and the bucket sight. A lot of people don't like those. I've never actually changed the sights on a Glock before, but I will be changing the sights on these. I actually already have some suppressor height night sights for this gun. I just haven't added them yet because I have a few other upgrades coming for this gun, and I'm just going to sit down and do them all at once. I'm not going to just do it piece by piece. So I'm waiting for all the other upgrades to come before I totally trick this gun out, as you would say. But other than that, like I said, the guns are pretty much identical, except for, like I said, the color. And then, like I said, this is the MOS model. So right here, you can see where the slide is cut. To accept an optic, you would remove these screws, take this plate off, and then you can install one of these plates. depending on the optic that you chose. Now, the thing that I have heard is that these plates aren't the best quality. Companies make aftermarket plates that are a little bit stronger. Somebody told me that these are really soft and they can, lose their shape. So once I do choose which optic I'm going to put on the gun, I will be looking into the aftermarket plates. That's why these, like I said, that's why these have not even been opened. But let's get back to the pistol. What you're going to see is like I said, you have your full sized Glock 17 frame. Gives you a really good grip. Really, the gun handles really well. They took the finger grooves off for the Gen 5 Glocks, which a lot of people hated. I didn't have a problem with the finger grooves. A lot of people say they didn't like how the grip that the finger grooves forced them to have. I've never had a problem with the finger grooves on previous generation Glocks. Actually, I've had previous generation Glocks without the finger grooves. And I've actually put the rubber hold grips with the finger grooves on them. So, but I don't mind the finger grooves not being there. I'm fine with it. This gun feels really good in my hand, so I'm not gonna be altering the grip at all on this gun. The only thing I will be changing is, like I said, the back strap. I will be adding one of the back straps that has the beaver tail. But it's typical Glock. They don't change much. This magazine release actually can be changed from right side to left side. Also, you have your slide catch release. That's ambidextrous. Your takedown lever, ambidextrous. I'm not going to get into taking down this Glock. If you know anything about Glocks, it doesn't matter which size, caliber, they all pretty much operate the same. They take down the same. They're real simple to take down, real simple to clean. Not going to get into all that. There's a million videos on YouTube of people taking down and cleaning Glocks. It's not, so we're not going to get all into that on this video. Just going to move along to the trigger on this Glock. Now, supposedly these Gen 5 triggers are upgraded over previous generation Glocks. Personally, I've never had a problem with a Glock trigger. I'm not a competition shooter. But this is supposed to be an upgraded trigger. You have your typical Glock trigger safety, and let's see, you're gonna, once again, I'm gonna show that this gun is empty. Nothing in it. Has the magazine in it. See, the slide is locked back. So I'm gonna release it. Now, as you see with this trigger, it is a little squishy. Hits the wall right there, and then it goes. And then the reset right there goes again. So to me, it's not a bad trigger. Like I said, I've never had a problem with Glock triggers. My thing about it is, when I squeeze the trigger, does it go bang? And can I hit what I'm aiming at? And I've always been able to do that with Glock. So this trigger is fine with me. I probably won't be changing it out. A lot of people do change them out. I may change it out. I don't know if I, feel like, if I get bored and feel like just doing something, but I'll probably just leave it like it is. Also, you'll see these front cock and slide serrations, front and rear. Like I said, this is an upgrade that they added for Gen 5 Glocks. Like I said, I don't really use the front cock and serrations, but a lot of people think they make the gun look a lot nicer. You also see your rail for mounting a light. I will be adding a light to this gun because, like I said, this is my nightstand gun. I'm 99% decided on the light that I'm gonna add. I don't know if I'm gonna put a laser with the light. I'm not sure. I'm not real big on lasers, but you know, like I said, this is my home defense firearm. So I figured why not give myself every possible advantage that I can put on this gun, because like I said, I'm not, you know, not setting this gun up for concealed carry or anything like that. Also, another change that you'll notice is they have this beveled the slide, the front of the slide is beveled. That's an upgrade over previous Glocks. They used to just be blocky, which a lot of people complained about. I didn't have a problem with that, but they say that this bevel helps the gun to holster better. I actually have already purchased a holster for this gun and messed around with it a little bit, which is why you see some wear on the slide release. Um, Even though I didn't buy this gun to carry, you can conceal carry this gun. I mean, you know, and I would say in the wintertime when you're wearing like jackets, hoodies, something like that, um, I could carry this gun. I probably wouldn't carry it in the summertime. I have another Glock that is geared towards concealed carry. I'll do another review on. I'll do a video on that one as well. But like I said, this is primarily a nightstand gun. Also, what you'll notice is that this gun has a beveled magazine well to help you with reloading. It's supposed to make your reloading easier, smoother. But other than that, it's a Glock. Like I said, has your typical Glock sights. The barrel also, before I forget, the barrel on this gun is actually supposed to be upgraded. It's called the Glock Marksman barrel. That's another upgrade that they did for the Gen 5 Glocks. Now, I'd be lying to you if I told you everything that I knew, everything that they've done to this barrel, but it is supposed to be more accurate than the barrels on previous generation Glocks. I think it has something to do with the rifling, and also there's like a bevel or something in here that changes how the bullet comes out. I'm not an expert on stuff like that, so I'm not even gonna try to act like I am, but like I said, it does have the Glock Marksman barrel. But other than that, a Glock is a Glock. Um, it's like you know, Glocks are all business, no frills. And this is a sweet shooting gun. Like I said, I've already taken it out to the range. I really like it. I'm gonna be upgrading it, and when I do the upgrades, I will do another video on this gun. So stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be coming back with another video as soon as I get the upgrades in and installed on this gun. So this will be the last time that you'll see this gun stock. So like I said, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. And until next time, have fun and get some shooting done.